Thank you. Thank you for the nice applause. You know, the Messiah likes his subjects to be humble but confident. Again, humble but confident. Don't be overconfident like the Fresh and Fit podcast. Those two Negroes sloppy. Don't want to be sloppy in the presence of your Messiah. Welcome, welcome. It is Friday. It is, oh my, August 27th. We are post 4 days from my birthday, where I drank something called a Bahama Mama and something called a mimosa. And it was mimosa so most good. So shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to everybody that's coming in later. Got VIP in the house. Shout out to BGS Igmore. Shout out to him. Always a pleasure when BGS drops by. I know he wants to make sure that my heart's still beating. What's going on to BGS? Who I think BGS did a early morning stream yesterday. So I just dropped him a little nugget. He probably knew about the moratorium, how the Supreme Court has decided against the Biden Harris administration, and y'all gonna have to start paying your rent. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You can no longer say that the Rona's out there because they got something called a vaccine, which is not a cure. Don't get a vaccine, confused with a cure. But more on that later. You can see here, we're going to be doing a game podcast today. Hit that like button as you come in here. Go ahead and stroke that like button. And if you feel frisky and you want to activate the Booty Warrior, and he will latch on, go ahead and donate for the super chat. That's about it. If not, you don't need the super chat money. I'm pretty well off right now over here in the Porch Light podcast. So we may be still poor, but we may be able to get to the POO. So it's more poo. But what's happening? So we're gonna see here. We're gonna talk about Gamescom. I gave the Gamescom conference overall. I gave it like a 7.5. It was a good gaming conference. The fact that Halo has no gameplay, none. They had no gameplay. They had a CGI trailer, which again I understand CGI trailers, but Halo is coming out in a few more weeks, and are scheduled to come out in December, I should say, and it's that's terrible. We got no gameplay, man. I mean, I don't care what the problem is over there, 343i. They got to show some gameplay. I don't know what they're afraid of. I don't care what people say. This is your bread and butter. Let's see it. We got me being correct about Horizon. Who remembers me telling all the people, all the minions, all my followers, all my subjects, and followers is that sounds like I'm above all the subjects of the church of the holy whoop ass. Did I not tell you all that Horizon was going to be delayed till February? Because that comes in 5 years to the date. Almost 5 years exactly to where Zero Dawn left off. And they did say that Aloy was a few years older. So now we know how much older she is. She will be 5 years older. That's why she looks heavier. She's got a puffy face and everything. So, I mean, to me, her face looks fuller. They said she was 19 in the first game, but to me, she looked more like she was 16. And then that other one, she looked a little more chunky. She got a little junk. Maybe she's had a child. Who knows? Who knows? Aloy was 100% human. So, Lincoln Clay, what's up? Hey, what graphics card did you get, Lincoln? You said you were looking for the 380. And what did you end up getting? Was that the 370, or I didn't read your whole message? But Lincoln Clay is the ageless wonder. Lincoln, we gotta bring back the Wakanda show. Hold on. Speaking of Wakanda, let me take a sip. Oh, you got the 3070, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well, that pretty much is the same card, right? I mean, it supports 4K and things like that. I think the 80 does it a little bit better, but was it that big of a jump from the 80 to the 70? I know it's a big jump from the 60 to the 80, but that's 70 though, man. But good job on that, man. Those cards are man, they hard to find. I mean, they're shutting down car plants because they can't find the microchips. Well, why don't they just build cars the old-fashioned way? They don't need no microchips in them. You just, you keep them maintenance and they'll be fine. So keep them maintenance and they'll be fine. But shout out to Lincoln Clay getting that 3070. Hey, I'm closing in on a Oculus, I believe. That's what it's called. Now, but I'm still waiting to hear more information on the new PlayStation VR. But yeah, that Oculus is gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else. So, but let's give a round of applause to Lincoln Clay getting that 3070, as way it should be. But everybody, shout out to everybody that's here. Sam Ash, shout out to you. He says morning. BGS says, oh, what? He says, oh, what? No Halo? Oh, hell no. Yeah, no Halo gameplay at Gamescom, man. It was sad, man. It was sad. Paul G, what's in the building? It's Paul Game. How you doing? Shout out for the membership. You too, BGS. Shout out to you. PlayStation Gaming Extremist, what's happening? Now, look, if you are a PlayStation fanboy, you may not like the podcast because fanboyism is on some BS. So, but well, shout out to you for being here. Number one headband. You gotta love a name like that. So, what's happening? TKRDS, what's happening? Jedi Johnny 5, what's happening? Hit that like button, people. Of course, we got Lincoln Clay, the ageless wonder, Mr. 370 himself, is in the house. Chili Hall, what's happening, brother? What's happening? So, yeah, VR taxes, a PC 2-3 more than flat screen games. Yeah. Hey, did you see? I know you're a big fan of the Hisense TV. Richard Review Tech did a review on a Hisense. I can't remember if it was the 8-7 or 9, but yeah, we're gonna bring it back then. All right, then. Yeah, I'm still looking for information on that VR as well. But hey, look, it looks like some of that early information that we got on it was accurate. So I think we're following the right trail. Let's just put it like that. But it sounds interesting. So Hans Peter, what is in the house? What is in the house, Hans? So Sam Ash, what's going on? I said that Decimi, what's happening, brother? Hit that like button. Taurus is great. Says, what's up? What's up? What is happening? What is happening? So it was a U7. Yeah, he gave it a pretty strong review. I won't put words in his mouth. So I will not put words in his mouth. So just it is what it is. So well, I mean, again, the Hisense TVs have been getting better reviews over the last 3 years. So what he said was consistent with their reviews as far as them going higher. So, but again, you're the best reviewer. The best thing for to do if you're looking for a TV, go look, go check it out for yourself. So I recommend that for everybody. I also recommend some of what I was drinking. So, but let's get into it, people. Let's talk about some of the big news. We'll go ahead and start out with here's a game I don't know if you all knew got to 60 frames per second. It kind of came in under the radar, and let me see if I can use my tech wizardry here to let me see, capture, because this is a fairly popular game and a lot of people enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is now 60 frames per second, if you didn't know that. Okay, so it's 60 frames per second on the Series X, S, and PS5. Excuse me. Now, the resolution, not revolution, the resolution has not been changed. So On the Series X, it is dynamic 4K, and on the PS5, it is 1692 or 1672p, but it's 60 frames per second. Again, you don't have to play it. I'm just letting you all know the news. I had some jackass on Twitter, and I know you all said how dumb the people on Twitter are. And I didn't realize it until I ran into the dumbness. Hold on, let me turn on the air conditioner. It's like 90 degrees already in the Bluegrass State. Hold on. There we go. All right. So I'm like, I don't know if you remember when I brought up the fact that God of War was 60 frames per second, like eons ago, right? And I specifically said, if you are going to go back and play it, it's 60 frames per second. Let me know how you all are enjoying it, because that's what it's all about. I said, leave a comment, things like that. But this dude got mad. Well, a couple people have been bad on Twitter, but they are mad as hell that this generation isn't working out the way they thought, thinking that the Xbox, because it had more compute units and more teraflops, that it was going to give you better performance. I mean, this is why you always wait on benchmarks, right? This is why we wait on the benchmark. So, just it is what it is, right? So especially if you game on PC, I mean, you can tell me what the game may or may not do, but yeah, I got to see the benchmark, right? You know what I'm saying? What do you all think, audience? Yes, you wait on the benchmarks. Okay, we wait on our benchmarks, or else you're gonna look like an idiot, like the RGT podcast. So not RGT, RDX podcast. Shout out to RGT, BitCloud, RDX. So yeah, Freudian slip there, Freudian slip. I know. Everybody knows the RGT podcast is awesome. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? But some of the things RDX be saying, you're like, what? Yeah, I know. So, but anyway, if you want to play Assassin's Creed, getting back to it, but they're mad that Sony is able, every game, I'm pretty much all these PS4 games, minus what? I want to say Uncharted 4, and Uncharted Lost Legacy. I think those two first-party games are still 30 frames per second, I think. Now, everybody's hoping that by Christmas, Naughty Dog makes both those games 60. I mean, people who haven't played them yet. And now, we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, look, on Xbox, it's 60 frames per second, 4K dynamic. Shout out to, and it's 60 frames per second on PlayStation as well. So, I mean, if you want to go back and play it, and look, I've beaten Assassin's Creed Odyssey twice. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I usually use Cassandra. And just, to me, that game was built to play as Cassandra. She had a little more personality. But, it's just like, it's just for me, like this new one, Valhalla, it is clearly better if you play as the man. It's just the way the game is built. It plays better if you're the guy. I mean, that girl, you think Cassandra is a brute? Play as Eivor, the female version of Eivor, whatever her name is. I mean, she can get tatted up. She is not attractive at all. I even tried to change her hair. She's still just, she's a brute. I mean, she is masculine energy, or as Obsidian would say, masculine energy. I mean, she's radiating masculine energy. Very good assassin, but man, oh man. But anyway, these guys are mad as hell that, these guys are mad because, the PlayStation has got all these games going 60 frames per second. I mean, and let me make this clear. It is nice to play those games at 60. I'm really glad that Sony was able to do that through backwards compatibility. Not only is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but again, I'll mention this again. One of my favorite games I played, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I haven't beaten it yet, but because it's got too many damn puzzles, and I got to cheat on my puzzles, right? So, but it's 60 frames per second as well. And but again, I just wanted you all to know this because the game, if you want to buy a cheap game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now, I believe, is only like $15. I believe it's $15. So give or take. So I can recommend it to you because it's actually one of the better Assassin's Creed games, and a lot of people believe they're going to work on Origins next. So and Origins is good too. I thought the combat in Odyssey was better. But Origins, not like Origins is bad. You know, Origins is not bad. Origins is one of the better open world games. So but yeah, I wanted to bring that up to you. And just remember this. Now, I'm not, if you want to go back and play it again, I have not played it on the PS5. Talk about Odyssey. If you all want to play it again, just let me know what it's like to play at 60 frames per second because, and I might check it out just to like it for an hour, just to kind of give it a review, a quick review. But, yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm glad that there are more publishers, again, third-party publishers, Ubisoft. You know, I'm glad that they are participating and getting their games to go backwards. So good. I mean, this is good for the gamers if you want to play this again, if you want to see this again. I believe I can't remember, that's Medusa. And Medusa, I think you have to be level 45. I think Medusa's like level 45. I mean, she was tough to beat. She's one of the hardest Titans to beat. Medusa is a Titan on this game. So they call them something else, but what we grew up with, they were called Titans, you know. So, but it's 60 frames, you can see right there. And I think on Series S, it's 1080p. But again, 1080p 60 is very good. Very good. What's up, Hans Peter? That Bloodborne will never get a 60 patch. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, that's a big deal for you guys. I'm not a Bloodborne guy. All I did was hit the square button or the triangle button. So, and you know, just it didn't make any sense to me. But I know it's a very popular game, and it's a niche game, and I know people love those type of games. So yeah, hopefully you guys get a 60 patch. So, but just remember, oh, Jedi Johnny, I didn't see you were a new subscriber, man. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate it. Hit that. Everybody, we got that. I didn't see that, man. It just popped up on my mini feed. Thank you, Jedi Johnny. Johnny number 5. He's the newest member. Shout out to you, brother. I just saw it, man. I do apologize for my tardiness on it. But let's go ahead and we'll move on. I wanted to make sure you all knew that, you know, because that was 3 days ago, and I was at work when that popped up on my feed. I'm like, oh, okay, well, we'll bring this up. But I didn't see anybody talking about it because you guys were talking about Gamescom, which is fine. Shout out to Soul Provider Speaks as well. He's in the chat. Shout out to Soul Provider. You all go check him out. Soul Provider, I got an idea for a comic book that we need to find a couple of artists. I got a pretty good story. It's you know, it's going to be about these three dudes that are educated lames. One's named Troy, one name's Tony, and the other one, his name is Tom. And Tom is just a straight up fuck nigga. But they're going to be fighting against Shaquisha and the Weave. So you know, that's kind of where I'm coming from. So, you know, Shaquisha had the evil Weave army, and it'll be up to the 3 T's, you know. But Tom's a straight up fuck nigga though. Tom will take a bath in the Tom's the person that you know, Tom is the guy in the comic books that if you have a roommate, he'll eat the bread, but then he won't eat the ends of the bread. You know, those two, they're more rounded ends on the front and back end. Tom will take every piece of bread in between there because he's a straight fuck nigga. So, you know, but that's the way we're gonna have to. That's where I'm coming from. I got inspired by the Marvel What If series, and Marvel What If has been fantastic. It has been fantastic. So there's been 3 episodes. I recommend them all. They've been very good, very very laid back, nice to look at. So so this last one though, I ain't gonna give it away. It had a big surprise at the end. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, but it's a lot of the actors are coming back to, you know, to voice their own characters. Not all of them came back, but a lot of them are back to voice. Samuel Jackson's in this last one predominantly, and he voiced his own character. So did Clark Gregg. So yeah, let's go check that out, people. But we will move to the next story because I know that. But yeah, you all just remember that. So and like I said, Tom's a straight up fuck nigga. So yeah, there we go. Let me take a swig here. Bloodborne is a niche game, and that's okay. It's fine. It's not an insult. You guys have got to stop trying to, look for justification in other things. Bloodborne is a niche game. Those Souls type games are niche games. Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Neo. Those are all the same types of niche games. Again, it's not that they're not popular. So yeah, I agree that the C1, now Samsung's got a TV coming out next year that they're going to unveil at CES that's supposed to give the LGs a run for the money. I mean, we got to see it first, right? Just because you tell us that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I want the CX or whatever it's called, C1 or CX or something like that. I'm looking into buying something like that. So, I'm saving up for Black Friday. All these people didn't go out and get their vaccines, and now they're getting sick. So that's giving us an increase in overtime, and we're going to be making them. You all's ignorance is easy is making my bank account better. I mean, that's all I can say. Just so you all keep doing what you're doing, and I'll just keep making the money. Then I will do an unveiling of the LG. Was it a C1? What's better? Is it the C1 or the CX? Is there a difference? Because I don't know a whole lot about LG. I must admit I'm ignorant on LG. I'm a Samsung guy. So so let me know about what's better on that C1 or the CX. Just leave a comment. It's no big deal. I'm looking into it. But I got to get over to the store and stuff like that and ask the correct questions on the C1 and the CX. I'm leaning toward the CX, but you all know me. I'm frugal as hell. I'm cheap. My girl last night wanted lobster, and I took her to the Wing Hut. Okay, so that's just the way I roll. But you all like that, don't you? That's right. That's right. Yeah, she wanted lobster, and we got to the Wing Hut. Because I wanted wings. So. Or Wangs, W-A-G-Z, Wangs. So, so somebody says you're not buying Samsung again, and if their new TV isn't OLED, you don't want to hear from them. I think it is OLED, but they have their own OLED. It's called QLED. It's called QLED. That is Samsung's version of OLED. But I agree with you that LG OLEDs are the best TVs on the market. So, I don't disagree with that. So, because the LG C1 has its own gaming options. I heard that. Hey, shout out to my man Zim Hude and Ace Boogie. They're going to be doing a Bengals roster breakdown here in like 20 minutes. They're going to try to go down to the 53-man roster. I'm going to, and I don't know if that's an upload or if they're an actual podcast. Knowing these two brothers, they got the day off. I mean, because I'm going to the game Sunday. The Bengals are playing the Miami Dolphins in preseason. So I want to see Tua Tagovailoa play. I'm sorry for butchering his name. And I want to see I think it's Jalen Waddle play. Because I think the Dolphins drafted Waddle. So... And the Bengals, of course, had Joe Burrow. He's playing. I think he's going to probably hand the ball off 3 straight times and then leave. And then they got Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, if you don't know, is getting #MeToo'd. Is it Instagram model or something? What is an Instagram model? Instagram is owned by Facebook. Facebook does not have any modeling agencies on planet Earth. How can you be an Instagram model what are just making stuff up? But apparently, she's claiming that he went over to her house and laid the smackdown on her candy ass. So, but again, it's an allegation. Let me make that clear. Nobody. He's innocent till proven guilty. He's innocent till proven guilty. So, but you know how it is. So, but yeah, the QLEDs is what I don't disagree that the QLED is trash compared to the OLED. Okay, so. But I am not in Ohio. I am from Ohio, but I'm not in Ohio. So an Instagram model is a woman that put booty pics on Instagram. Well, I mean, that's pathetic. We got to come better than that. So that's all I can say. You could put a booty picture on friggin' Facebook. So, you're trying to follow. No, I mean, I've always been between Zim. No, I like Zim and Ace Hood. I'm gonna listen to that podcast when I'm done here because I am interested in I'm interested in the wide receivers for the Bengals. Between I don't know if it's gonna be Thomas that gets that fifth one. I think the Bengals are gonna keep 6 receivers, so it's a battle between Thomas, and man, who else is out there? Is it I get Irwin, I think they're battling for some positions. So that's what I'm interested in on Sunday to see how that turns out. So the QLED ain't nothing but a crystal LED. Well, that's fine. That's what I'm saying to you. You gotta listen to what I'm saying here, Spartan. Okay? Blood clot, listen to what I'm saying here, Mom. Okay? I said that the LG is the best OLED on the planet. That's why I'm like, is it C1 or the CX but Samsung does have a TV that they're going to show at CES. That's the Consumer Electronics Show next year that's supposed to give them a run for the money, but we have to wait and see. So, said the Pittsburgh Steelers all day. Well, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Steelers. Nothing wrong with the Steelers. So, I think I've said before that the Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the best run organizations in America, not just in football, but in America. I think a lot of companies could go ahead and learn. What the Rooney family has done up there is sensational. Sensational.
Awesome.
They're awesome. Yeah, they're very good. And I love their coach. Who doesn't like Mike Tomlin? Okay. I love me some Mike Tomlin. So, but yeah, good for them. But they're going to do a roster cut down, so I'm going to have to check that out after we're done here. But we're moving on, like I said, about Gamescom. So anyway, back to what I was saying before. The people on Twitter are retarded, okay? So, I mean, they actually thought, because it's just like right now, I reported that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is 60 frames per second. I didn't see anybody else talking about it. And that does not mean that I am bragging about it being 60 frames per second. Now, what is sad is, there were a group of people on certain podcasts who said that the PlayStation 5 was not going to be able to do 60 frames per second. So, I mean, that's pathetic. Yes, HDR is much, much better. So your LG OLED has crazy contrast. It's pitch black. Well, again, remember the OLEDs do not play. I don't think the color black is displayed. That's why it's so dark. It's like that charcoal dark. So, but LG does not. They don't have any bulbs that hit the color. So you just get this dark, deep dark picture. And you can tell people online when they're posting pictures on OLED at this point, because all the colors are extremely deep and dark. So you're waiting on your fish and chips. Oh, you're in line? Are you gonna have a pint there, Don? I mean, we got to know now. Have a pint. Remember, it's my birthday now. You said you're gonna have a drink for me over there. Have a pint. So, yeah, what's up, JP Loco? JP all the way from Australia. What is happening, JP Loco? Like I said, it's hot as hell up here. So it is hot as hell. Shout out to JP Loco all the way from Australia saying what's up. So Horizon Zero Dawn on LG C1. Okay, so what is it? The C1 or the CX? Or is it the same TV, just with a different model number? Because sometimes they'll say, well, this version does this and this version does that. Like I said, I guess I could put it, I got to type that in. But I've heard nothing but fans. I got to get an OLED. I mean, that's, every time I try to say I need another TV, the first thing out of this woman's mouth is, What's wrong with the TV we have now? And she's right. There's nothing wrong with the TV I have now. I can't come back with anything. So, oh, the C1 is the latest LG gaming TV. Then what is the CX? Just what, more of a just the generic LG TV then? So, so who just bought it? Oh, you just bought the C1? Okay. Here, let's see if we can pull it up on the screen while we're just kind of I'm flapping my gums about it. Just talked about this one. Then LG OLED. What size did you get? Let's see. Did you go with the 55-inch? This is the CX though. This is from Critchfield. So it's discontinued. Oh no! So it is discontinued. So oh no, that's terrible. Well, now wait a minute here, guys. It does say that the Sony, this is OLED, which is better between Sony's OLED and LG. It says here that the Sony delivers a slightly better picture quality. It says Sony's TV, it is as it has better graduate handling and a much better color volume. On the other hand, the LG is the better choice for the gamer, as it has a lower input lag and it supports advanced gaming features like VRR and auto low latency mode. All right, so sounds like I'm gonna have to go with LG. But if I'm a movie guy, let me make this clear. If I'm a movie man, and I'm a movie man, may have to get both. I may have to get both. I'm thinking I may have to get both, guys. But that's going to cost me about 3 stacks. So, all right. So, this is going to cost about 3 stacks. So, I need you all to hit the super chat button. Hitting that with everybody. Hey, shout out to, hey, if BGS is still in the house, BGS knows what I'm talking about. Doesn't everybody say hit the super chat button? Isn't that like the cool thing to say? Or you got to hit the super chat and something called the Cash App. There you go. There y'all go. Yeah, hit that super chat and hit the Cash App button. Oh, man. So, oh, you got the X900. Yeah, now see, I'm looking at that. Let me see. Let's check that one out. The X900. I've actually looked at that television. Like literally was really looking at it here. What size did you get? I don't need anything this big though. And what do we know about the X? I'm looking right at it. I can't say what do we know when I'm looking right here at the damn information. So now this the X80J though, I think it's only 60 hertz. Is the X900? Is that 120? Is that what we're looking at? Let me see here. Let's look at this X800J. Let's look at the reviews. Let's see what we're looking at here. Doesn't say. It should say. Oh no, 60 hertz. Oh no. No, 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 no. So now is that X900? Let's see if the X900 is 120. Is the X900 120 hertz there? That's the question here. Let me see here. Pulled up the wrong TV. Here. XJ. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me find it here. Let me find it here. It's not there. Damn. Okay, here. Let me just go up here to this bar. Sony TV. 900 series. Yeah, let's do 900 series. All right, 900H. I'm gonna have to order this one. This is not even in my area. Probably because you just went out and bought it, right? Let me see here. Yeah, that's 120 hertz. So that's a good. Yeah, I may look into this. Right now, the Sony has taken the lead, but that OLED is. I cannot deny it. The OLED has taken the is in second place right now because the 900 series is not an OLED. So, but yeah, it's currently unavailable. So, currently unavailable. So, now which one has the lighter pixels? All right, so yeah, we'll move into talking about that. For the price, is really nice. You got, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jedi Johnny. I mean, $900, I can tolerate that hit. You know, that OLED may give me the L. I may be on my I may be on the couch at that point, and the couch may be outside for that. Oh, you want 65? So I just need like a 50 to 55 inch. But hey, nothing wrong with that. So yeah. Yeah, Halo is disappointing, man. You're preaching to the choir. Hit that like button, people. That like button. So I'll have to go to something called an intermission. Let me see. Take this screen down. And let's go. Let's see. The LED is for brighter rooms. Yeah, it is. You got yours from Amazon? All right, well, yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that. So I'll definitely keep an eye on Amazon. They usually have some good sales. They sneak them in every once in a while. Amazon credit. They do sneak those sales in. So let's go to our next story. What are we gonna talk about here? Well, yeah, let's talk about this F1. How many of you all know that F1 2021 actually looks and plays better on the PlayStation? I mean, how do you all? I mean, I still can't believe that. That is coming from Zaddy. You know, Zaddy said the definitive experience of that game is on, you know, it is on the PlayStation. Yeah, it's another win for another win. Thank you for the PlayStation, guys. I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, I don't I mean, we all know what's going on, right? PlayStation has less bottlenecks. They get information faster to its through its input output, and you know, Xbox is screen tearing. That's the name of the game: screen tearing and dropping frames. So that is which is unacceptable. That is unacceptable when people go out and pay $500 and maybe they paid more. I mean, people are running around saying, well, they have VRR on their TVs, and that, man, guys, I mean, you went out and paid over $1,200 for your TV, you know, and you bought a new gaming console. It's just wow. Can't make it up, guys. You can't make it up. So, but it is. Yeah, I know it is what it is. Yeah, hey, they that's what they did, guys. It's not my fault. Even the studio audience here, the studio audience thinks that they're stupid. You know, that was the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. I'll be like, you know, I'm not paying that and not getting what I want. Okay, I am not paying that and not getting what I want. So this is oh, you got the A9. Corey is living large, man. Corey is living large. I may have to move out of Optimus Code's basement and move into Corey's basement. And my woman will be like, where'd you go? Don't worry about it. You were gone for 3 days. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. So, but yeah, let's we'll move on to one of our other stories here as we come around the mountain here. So, but if you all didn't know, the F1 2021 game, the racing game, looks and runs better on PlayStation. Now, I just look, there's enough games out at this point. We know there's enough software out, where you know, there's enough software out there. We know that which the PS5 is more powerful. We know that. Okay, let's just move on and talk about the games. So, or lack thereof in the case of Halo. So we'll move on to the next the next story here. Let me pull this up on screen because this is the big one here. Let me go ahead and go here. Let's make it small. And there we go. There we go. This is kind of a double here. Now, it was already put out a few weeks ago by multiple people that Horizon Forbidden West was going to be delayed. And I said I believe there would be a delay as well, but we would get the game in February. Now, why did I think it was going to be February? Because February is the 5-year anniversary of Zero Dawn. Okay? Zero Dawn is the 5-year anniversary of, I'm sorry, 5-year anniversary. February is 5-year anniversary of Zero Dawn. So I'm like, yes, it's perfect. You just delay it for another, and in essence, which is another 5 weeks. Because I think the game was supposed to come out in December, and it's not coming out. It's got a 1 month delay, and that's fine. And so now it hasn't gone gold yet. Okay, so they could push it again. But pre-orders do go on sale next week. They go on sale next Thursday, I believe. So first things first, how many of you all are disappointed or mad? Because I'm not either one of it, because they really didn't they gave us a loose release window. And so, I mean, again, it's still the first quarter. It's still Q1, I believe, or maybe it's Q4. But it's just later in the quarter. It will help boost them past it. Also, Sifu, which looks similar to the Raid, the fighting techniques that are in the Raid, if you all didn't watch that. Or if you haven't seen Shang-Chi, they use the same type of fighting technique. If you want to go ahead and pre-order this game, you can. You can. I mean, there is nothing stopping anybody from pre-ordering the game. Now, I wouldn't pre-order anything until it goes gold. That's just the way I roll. I mean, I got burned by Grand Theft Auto 4. I remember I had Grand Theft Auto 4 completely paid off, and then Rockstar Games came out and said, there's going to be a 6-month delay. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was ready to go in there and it's like, and I was going to let them have it. Yeah, then it came out, and and I went to that was the last midnight launch I went to. I've only been to 2 midnight launches, because the midnight launch that I'm talking about is that, that's my midnight launch, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens, I mean, I got a different kind of midnight launch in mind. I know you all got your own midnight launch, but my midnight launch is, but I've been to 2 midnight launches. One was Halo and one was Grand Theft Auto 4. So, but again, now Horizon Forbidden West is delayed for 2 months. It's just not that big a deal. And we all know it's going to be quality, because I want you to really think about this. And I'm really glad to see that the gamers are talking about it. And the gamers are like, well, I don't want Sony to put out a game that's like Cyberpunk. I mean, Cyberpunk, whoever bought that game is stupid anyway. The game is called Cyberpunk. That's right. The game is called Cyberpunk. I mean, what did you expect? Of course it was going to be trash. It's called Cyberpunk. It's just, by definition, it's trash, right? So, but I'm glad to see people are like, I'd rather the game get pushed than be a piece of trash. Okay? Like Cyberpunk. Or they have to take something out like they did with Halo. Okay? Halo can't even give me a side boob. Okay, Halo is a woman that with this flat. I mean, okay, the woman's supposed to be bare minimum a 32C or 34C, minimum 34C, and Halo is a friggin' 22A. I mean, but they didn't even show no side boob. That's just at Gamescom. They showed a trailer where some woman got rescued, or some girl got rescued and grows up and I guess becomes a orbital drop shock trooper or something like that. Fair enough. I mean, is that going to be the campaign? I don't know. Was that CGI the campaign? But there was no gameplay of the campaign. That is very disappointing. I mean, Halo is the corner staple franchise of Xbox. Like I said, I went to the midnight launch of Halo 3. The line wrapped around the building, okay, around Best Buy. On Best Buy, on the side of the building, it said, "Finish the fight." That's what it says. How we go from finish the fight to, well, you ain't gonna have Forge, you ain't gonna have no campaign. They telling me what I'm not getting. I'm sorry, that's not the way I work as a consumer. You can't tell me what I'm not gonna get. I mean, it's like, well, they're being honest about it. Yeah, to a fault. There's just some things I don't want to know about. So, that Cyberpunk is awesome on PC. I'm not saying it's not, but it's called Cyberpunk. So, it's just, it is. And again, my point is that, I'd rather the game get pushed or get delayed than get Cyberpunked or get Haloed or something like that. So, said 343 announced that you can only gain experience points through challenges instead of just playing to progress. Trash. Straight trash. She became a Spartan. All right, I thought she was just kind of growing up amongst them. That's fine. I mean, the Spartans are genetically enhanced, so that's fine. And there's female Spartans. I don't want to hear people talking about, because you got a group of men that are gonna be out here. They're gonna be like, what? Democracy? What? Matriarchy? I mean, there are female Spartans. You can go back to Halo Reach, the video game, which you're with a whole team of Spartans, and there's females in yours. I mean, this was back, 2 generations ago? So I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't want to hear it. So, like I said, you got a group of men out here. I'm telling you, they're moist as hell. I mean, they are moist. I'm talking about they got to butter their hips to put their clothes on moist, okay? Then we'll talk about that. But another thing that I like here is that not only was I correct, I mean, again, yes, I was correct about Horizon being delayed. I mean, you just have to listen to your Messiah here. Listen to your Messiah, all right? There's no reason for me to lie. I understood it was going to get delayed, and I told you when it was coming out, okay? And I do agree 100%. All you have to do is kind of look at you can just kind of look at the way information rolls. You could have gotten this too. You could have predicted this as well. So, but I know a lot of people were in there. What do you all call them? Your feelings. You were in there feeling, feelings, nothing more than feelings. Because they want a console war, and I liked the fact that the gamers just came out and said, "Hey, I'd rather it be delayed than it be a piece of trash." Now, that's what the gamers said. The fanboys were mad, okay? They were mad because they don't have nothing to fanboy with. You see what I'm saying? They have nothing to fanboy with. They can't, quote, go back at the Xbox guys, which I don't know why you would. They don't play their damn games. They don't. They don't play their games, okay? And they try to accuse me of hiding my game score. Everybody knows my game score is whoop-ass Wednesday good, okay? I got a trophy for just turning on my PlayStation. Like, I turned it on and it gave me a trophy. Just like that. Just like that. And I might play Mass Effect again today so I can get even more trophies, because that game gives you trophies for nothing. You go up to the top of the ship, trophy. You go to the bottom of the ship, here's another trophy. You get a certain amount of guns modified, trophy. Like, what are we doing here? I'm supposed to go to the top of the ship. I'm supposed to go to this part of the ship. I'm supposed to go modify my guns because the enemy is brutally fast and, it tries to overwhelm you on the battlefield. So, but yeah, just back to Halo, man. That's disappointing as hell, man. Look, and I don't mind the fanboys, but like I said before, man, they will always be at the little kiddie table like Thanksgiving. You got the adult table, and then you got the kiddie table, and the fanboys will always be at the kiddie table. I mean, they're cute and they're cuddly, they smell a little bit, but they're not gamers, because if they were, they would not give a damn about a trophy. Okay? You play the games because you like to play the games. The trophy is just something that you get. You know, they actually are playing games for trophies. That is bullshit. That is complete trash, sloppy. You know, like I said, fresh and fit, sloppy. That's just all I can say. Okay, fresh and fit, sloppy. So is Sony doing away with trophies? They're gonna just kind of move off of them at this point. It's not gonna be that big a deal to get them. You know, I remember when the PlayStation 5 was coming out, they had that help button or whatever you could go to. So, I mean, if you don't notice, the PlayStation 5 has this thing on it where if you are trying to find something and clear out a level, you can just ask for it to show you where it is. Okay. Oh, you have completed 10% of this level. You have 90% more to go. Would you like more help? Yes. Oh, okay, then go over here. It's like, okay, what's the point? You know, what's the point? Did you see the incentive program they're doing? They're paying people money to go find trophies because nobody gives a damn. And like I said, they gave you trophies on is it Hell something? Whatever that DLC was for Gears, were just opening doors. It was like, oh, you got a trophy because not a whole lot of people have been here. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know why people are I agree with you, Eric. I don't know why people are upset about you know, about what the Xbox community says. Because I mean I can see if they play their games, but they don't. So they don't play their games. So, but let's talk about the other one. We'll close with this one because I think this was a big deal for a lot of people. Horizon Zero Dawn, the progenitor of Forbidden West, came out in 2017, February. It got a 60 FPS patch. Let's see if we can find that story. And let's see here. Already? No. This. There we go. I'll just put in 0. FPS patch. Yeah. We'll just use The Verge here. We'll go here. We're going to bring this up on the big screen for you guys. Here we go. This is from our friends The Verge, but Horizon Zero Dawn's newest update on like 60 FPS on PS5. So play the hit game, and again, this is a day ago, a couple days ago, and I know it was a big deal. It burnt up the internet, and I was at work when it happened. Yeah, the 25th. Yeah, I saw that come across. I'm like, wow, a lot of people are going to be happy about this. So again, I've already beaten Horizon Zero Dawn. I went back and started playing it again when the Frozen Wilds came out. And I got to the Frozen Wilds, and then I started playing something else. But now we got this 60 FPS, and apparently it's really good. I re-downloaded the game. I had to get rid of Days Gone, which also has a 60 FPS patch. That really needed it. So we're but again, I've played it for maybe 20 minutes. I'm still down in that cave with Aloy when she was just a little girl. So I just wanted to see how it felt, and it's I am not gonna lie, you can actually feel the difference. I still remember playing it at 30 and not being upset because that's what it was targeting. But when the PlayStation Pro came out, I thought it was gonna have a 60 FPS mode because they said they're gonna have a performance mode. I said, well, clearly that'd be 60, but it wasn't. But that's fine. Again, if you're gonna go back and play it, and this is if you haven't played it before, now's the time to play it. You can put it in your backlog or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, after you beat Cyberpunk or Call of Duty or whichever one you're going to play, you know, just let me know what you all think about the patch. Now, my understanding is, once again, they've done something with the refresh rate. Now, let's see if it can be confirmed. But I was told that, once again, the refresh rate is higher, so it has a cleaner look. They didn't do anything to the graphics, is my understanding. It's still the same graphics, but it just has a higher refresh. So, again, if it's refreshing more, shout out to Optimus Code. Like he did a whole video on refreshes, on refresh rates and something like that. So something that's refreshing at 144 hertz is going to have a cleaner looking picture than something that's refreshing at 60 hertz. So that's just the way it is. So so again, this again, if you're going to check it out, that's fine. I may play it again for about another hour. Just to Aloy does that whole contest. I don't know if you remember, she was like 16 and she goes through that contest at that beginning of the game. And so I may do it up to that point just to feel that 60. But yeah, I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I should be towards the end of that game. And so I'm still playing that. Like I said, I take my time. I moved this year. Me and this woman talking about tying something called the knot, and we went and looked at something called rings the other day. So that was, and I tell you that if she gets that, then I'm going to go ahead and, I may go ahead and try to take her butt or something like that. No, I'm just kidding. But if she gets that, I'm going to have to break down and I'm just going to have to debo the TV. Like, look, woman, you got that. So I'm getting this and we just need to go on somewhere. So, but yeah, that ring, that's ridiculous. That's why those chairs are in there, guys. And then they try to guilt you. Like, man, that's a little up there. Oh, she's worth it. No, she's not. Actually, she is. But I'll tell you what, if she gets that ring, then I may go ahead and get that TV. That TV, she don't even have to buy me a ring. The TV is fine. Don't you think that's a pretty good trade, though, guys? What do you think? If she gets that ring, then she may, that TV may be coming to daddy. Okay, because I'll tolerate your mouth for a little while if I got this TV, right? I may get that CX after all. So, but yeah, if you're gonna go back and play it, that's fine. But people are getting mad on Twitter thinking that because it is 60 and I'm talking about it, that that means that I'm bragging about old games. Like, no, this is a patch that they put out, and a lot of people have been asking about it. But then they're just going to complain about something else. You know what I'm saying? Which they will. Well, they gave us a 60 patch, but they didn't do this. So it is what it is. So yeah, I am playing Ghost of Tsushima again. I'm not, no shame there. I forgot how much I enjoy playing that game with that Jin Sakai. And if you all don't know, did you all know the White House press secretary's name is Jen Psaki? Did you all know that? Her name is Jen Psaki. So, yeah, I don't think she has a samurai sword. But yeah, that I bought it for the PS5 and it came with like a mount for the horse. It came with a special set of swords. It came with a special outfit. It's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it said the little more patient the CX model will drop. Well, again, but according to what I was reading, the CX model was more for movie people. I mean, I'm a movie guy. Oh, speaking of movies, did you all see Monday? All right, so the Spider-Man trailer drops on Monday, right? This past Monday. And you had a bunch of sorry ass ponies running their mouths saying that the Spider-Man trailer hurt Halo. No, I mean, they're two different things, people. I mean, one has nothing to do with the other. Nothing. Okay? It just doesn't. One has nothing to do with the other. And it's these people were running around saying that. And again, I personally believe that there are people who are butthurt and upset that Microsoft was going to go to Gamescom. And let's just look, their Gamescom was trash. They showed Forza. Shout out to Sick Humor who did that comparison. If you haven't watched Sick Humor's podcast over on that, it is clear it is clear that Forza was shown on PC when we first saw it. Okay, talk about Forza 5. They showed it playing on that Series X, and it looked like straight garbage. It did. Look, it looked good, and I'm gonna get it because I like playing that type of. I like jumping cars and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I like that. I like that game and get on the Hot Wheels track. Hopefully, they do the Hot Wheels thing again. If not, I'll be upset. You'll hear about it. I will be hollering. Okay, but it just sloppy. I don't understand what Microsoft is doing anymore. Latency is higher on Sony's TVs. Yeah, and they were saying that the C1 had the lower. It's like LG made that TV specifically for gamers. So I mean, again, that's fine. It's just going to be a decision, when I come to it. It's got to go in there and be a man about it. I'm not complaining. I got to do the research, and you know me, I'll write everything down. Then I'll go to the store and I'll ask the questions, and then I'll make a decision from there. So, so I can get all the video games I want. Well, this is not about the games, Corey. This is about the TV. I want an equal exchange. I think that TV for the ring. Well, no, we're not. No, I don't think we're gonna have any more babies because anything's possible, but I don't think we're doing baby. So what's up, Jeff B Gaming? So yeah, because her babies are one's in the Air Force and the other one is in the wants to be a practitioner, a nurse practitioner. So those babies are grown. So that's I get to be the boss. Well, no, I'm not gonna make no. I'm not that type of boss, but I do want the TV. It's a want though. See, it's not a need, but yeah. So, but the LG, yeah, I think the LG is better for gamers. There's nothing wrong with that Sony 900 though. That may be the fallback plan, which is it's 120 hertz. It's got really good reviews. It's not an OLED though, not an OLED. And it does, you're right, it does have a higher input lag. You're right about that. So No. Let's see here. Yeah, you're right. It's not about but I will play shooting games with my members. Like I said, I've got the Division. Nobody wants to play. And I went out and bought that with my hard money. I paid $6.48 for it at Walmart. And nobody wants to play. Enjoying the empty nester life. Well, once technically, yes, right now, and yeah, it'd be more empty nesting because that's what she was looking to do. She was looking to scale down, and I was kind of looking to scale up. So it's almost like we're meeting in the middle. So yeah, the Division Part 2. Let me look to make sure. Yeah, that's the Division Part 2 over there. And nobody wants to play. Now remember, I'll be starting from scratch. I will be starting from scratch. So if your character is like level 59 or 79, I will hurt the team. So I'm talking about people who want to start from scratch. And I have it on PS5, so I will be playing it at 60 frames per second. Okay. I don't know how that works with PS4. I know with PS4 now, did it get patched for PS4? It may have. It may have. So I'm not here to say I haven't done that research yet. I have it for PS5, and I play it 60 frames per second. So I will not. I did play Spider-Man Miles Morales for about 30 minutes at 30 frames per second. And I couldn't do it. And it looked gorgeous. Let me make that clear. It looked stunning. Because the 30 FPS has the ray tracing on there, has the HDR on there, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, it has the full HDR with the machine learning going and all that stuff. If you play it at 60 at 1440p, which I played it at 60 at 1440p, it had ray tracing on there, but it has limited ray tracing. Still looks very good, okay? But it doesn't look as good as it did at 30. But man, 30, man, that's like that's that'll take your buzz off for me personally. But I'm not knocking 30. It's just if I have a choice, I'm gonna always play at 60. So Well, I do, Jeff B. Gaming, I do believe it does have a 60 FPS mode. Let's see if we can pull it up here. Just to let me make sure. Let me make sure that it does. I believe it does. We can, let's find out here. Here. Type it in. Hold on. All right, we're back. So, man, the thing with having that kind of phone is once those solicitors. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Yeah, according to this, in February, it got a 60 FPS boost. So, again, that's, you know, so if you guys want to play, I've got it right here. And we can go ahead and try to link up. I'm just letting everybody know. So, oh, what's up, JD33? No, I do not have your contact information. It's one of those things that when you move, this is one of those things that took an L. I mean, a lot of things took an L. So, like all my passwords took an L. So, just, it was a pain in the you-know-what. So, you said you bought the Alien game and nobody on your friends list is playing it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. So, you play both Miles and Spidey at 30 and 60, didn't bother you none. Well, I mean, again, for it's that's fine. I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with playing it at 30. Just playing it at 60 for me personally. Again, this is just me. Was better. I mean, it was like this. It was like awesome. That was awesome. I had a good time. So oh well, just contact me on PlayStation. Just contact me on the PlayStation. I still have the same. Hold on, wait a minute. That's right. I have 2 accounts now. So just shoot me your send me your information, JD33, and I'll find you on PlayStation. Just do it like that. Yeah, I do. I have 2 accounts. I did forget about that. Yeah. So yeah, I've never bought it. The only reason I bought it is because people are like, well, you should, and they were right. The members were like, hey, you should go ahead and do some multiplayer games with your members. I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're 100% right. So, so I bought that. I bought that game to do exactly that. So, but yeah, so I agreed with the members 100%. 150%. So, you are Pepsi 36. All right. Yeah, I'll contact you right after the podcast. So, right after the podcast. I got to go to the store and get something to drink. And then I'll contact you. So, oh, it didn't, yeah. I played at 30 on both those games for about literally 45 minutes to an hour. And it's just too slow for me. With that said, it's nothing wrong with playing it. You know, just don't believe the hype. So don't believe the hype. So but yeah, that was about it. That's about all I had for you all. I mean, it was a big week. Like I said, I'm really proud of the gamers that are just saying, yeah, look, I'd rather deal with a delay on a game than deal with a piss poor game. Because that's the way it should be. Who else has a Division Part 2? So, I mean, again, because I haven't played it in years. Like, I played it when it first came out I guess it was on the PlayStation Pro. And then I was like, well, nobody's playing it. And the only people I knew that was playing it were on PC. Like Jemiah Dixon, I think Sick Humor played it, but they played it on PC. And J-Dub City did too. So yeah. So yeah, we'll link up with some people. I'm going to the game on Sunday, but maybe Monday the 30th. We'll just set a time up. What's best for everybody. That's another thing with playing online is that you know, you got to play when everybody's available. So, and that's a pain in the you know what. So yeah. But guys, that was it, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Once again, Horizon Zero Dawn is 60 frames per second. So is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So 2 big open world games on PlayStation. You know, along with Ghost of Tsushima. You know, and you know, so it looks like all the PS4 games that are in the top. Didn't Mark Cerny say that the top tier games or something like that? I'm paraphrasing him. He said something like, well, the top games are going to be put in backwards compatibility. So so where is I see people with Bloodborne. What if Bloodborne may not have been a big time game? That doesn't mean it wasn't good. Okay, don't put words in my mouth. It just means it wasn't a top tier major game. So that's all. Aren't they making FTP Division? They may be. I don't know. I'm not here to say that they aren't. I like the Division. But I just have to get down and play it again. I have to hunker down and relearn how to play it again. So, and like I said, we can link up. Just yeah, I see that Pepsi. Well, where'd it go? All right, Pepsi 36 _ Okay, yeah, I'll put that in here. Give me 10 minutes, man. I'll get it there. So, but yeah, any questions or comments before we shut it on down? Like I said, I got to go to work tomorrow, so then I'll be at the game on Sunday. So, but not sure about that Division game. So, but all right then. Well, that's it. Like I said, just you all have a good, blessed weekend. Stay safe. You know, stay safe out there. Do what you can to mitigate what's going on. And I'm just asking as a healthcare worker to help a brother out. Just mitigate it. That's all I'm asking. Mitigate it the best you can. And yeah, you all take it easy. You all stay safe out there. And I will talk to you later. JD33, I'll hit you up here. Give me 10 minutes. I'll hit you right up, brother. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to get on up out of here. Appreciate you being here. Yes, thank you. And you all have a good weekend, okay? Peace.